Right now on Jamaica News Page tonight.
Watch him as when people and fierce. Him wicked here. Watch him as we was fight him as when people and fierce. Him a friend and a girl fierce. Him wicked.
Fighting for life, tensions erupt in Craigtown as police and residents clash following the shooting of two men during incidents involving members of the security forces. We're tracking the latest developments. Also developing tonight.
Dog dead, my friend. Believe, no man.
Glad. Sleeping, you know.
A gruesome murder investigation underway in Westmoreland after a man was found with his head partially severed inside his home. And
just happened in front of me, Michelle, heading to town. This a delayed traffic right now to Ratted Hole, yo. This just happened, just happened. I'm heading to town and this happened in front of me to Ratted Hole.
dozens of students injured after this Toyota coaster bus slammed into this median along the Bustamante Highway in Clarendon. Tonight, the emotional reaction from parents and the latest update on those hurt in the crash. Plus, there's good news tonight.
Beside me, this is my co-captain, Andre Turner. The reason that this is actually going to be a very special flight for us today. I say co-captain because he is just as experienced as I am, and I know this because I've known him since I was 11 years old.
From childhood friends to pilot and co-pilot, the inspiring Jamaican story now taking off tonight. Welcome back to Jamaica News Page tonight. News that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica, and we're powered by viewers just like you. Please click subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay connected. Thank you for joining us on ECA 239. Jamaica News Page tonight starts right now. We begin tonight with a developing story in Craigtown, Kingston, where tensions are high after two men were shot and injured during incidents involving members of the security forces on Wednesday. One of the injured men has been identified only as Chris. The video may be tough to watch for some viewers.
Hey, watch out, my wicked! Don't let him go! Watch him as when people and fierce. Him wicked here. Watch him as we was fight him as when people and fierce. Him a friend and a girl fierce. Him wicked. Thank
The circumstances surrounding the shootings have not yet been fully established, and the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom has launched a probe into the matter. We will continue to follow this developing story and bring you more information as it becomes available. In related news, Indicom has launched a probe into a fatal police shooting in Cassava P. St. Andrew. The man has been identified as Orlando Salmon, otherwise called Bomber, who was reportedly released from prison less than 2 years ago after serving more than a decade. Investigators say the police were carrying out a planned operation in the community shortly after 4:30 Tuesday morning when Salmon was fatally shot during an alleged confrontation with a lawman. A firearm was reportedly seized during the incident. However, the full circumstances surrounding the shooting have not yet been disclosed. Indicom says more than 129 people have been fatally shot during alleged confrontations with members of the security forces since the start of the year, with more than 14 of those fatalities recorded since the start of this month. Turning now to this developing story in Clarendon, where dozens of students are recovering after this terrifying crash along the Bustamante Highway.
Just happened in front of me, Michelle, heading to town. This a delayed traffic right now to Rotted Hole, yo. This just happened, just happened. I'm heading to town and this happened in front of me to Rotted Hole. We have to take alternate road to go around to Rotted to escape this job. We have to take alternate route. Nobody dead, mama. Morning. All right. Take them blood. What kind of driving that? What kind of driving that? That's how we take the blood bus them might kill off on the right. Realize that. Take the bus them killing off. We don't realize that.
Jamaica News Page understands that this Toyota coaster bus, which was allegedly speeding, was transporting students to Garvey Maceo High School shortly after 8 o'clock Wednesday morning when it crashed into this median near the toll road intersection. More than 40 students were rushed to hospital for treatment. According to investigators, the driver allegedly ran a red traffic light, collided with 2 vehicles, and then slammed into the median. Investigators say preliminary examinations found no evidence of brake failure. However, one parent says the driver later claimed the brakes had malfunctioned.
He said, Mommy, and he said, to tell you, it's the brake failed me. And he said, you can't get too much talking because you don't want to black out. Honestly, when they called me, I not even know if I'm turning full, trust me. Start crying and everything. I always tell him to take the JUTC because where I live, we can get the JUTC from there to the school.
Another parent explains that her daughter sustained injuries during the incident.
Oh, she get a lot of injuries, her mouth, her 2 knees, her back, and her waistline. Well, she's still crying, and she's still in shock at this moment because she's traumatized, because she's never been in anything like this before. So they have to have her in there stable at the moment. Now she's about to go to the X-ray and do some more tests so we can do some follow-up to find out what is going on with her.
The coaster bus reportedly has a legal seating capacity of 28 passengers, but up to 55 students turned up at the hospital for treatment, nearly double the vehicle's capacity. The Education Ministry says majority of the students have since been discharged, while 3 others remain under observation and continue to receive medical attention. Turning now to another developing story, grief and shock in Westmoreland tonight after a man was reportedly killed in his sleep during a brutal attack early Wednesday morning. The deceased has been identified as Vinroy Holness, a laborer believed to be in his 40s.
Dog dead, my friend. Believe it, man.
Sleeping.
Residents say his head was partially severed during the incident. Investigations are ongoing and will continue to follow this developing story and bring you more information. Also tonight, police say they have made a major breakthrough in the death investigation involving American citizen Melissa Samnath. 31-year-old Dane Anthony Watson, otherwise called Squitta, has now been charged with murder in connection with Samnath's death. Watson, who was previously listed as a person of interest, surrendered to police last week before being formally charged. Investigators say Samnath, a 37-year-old woman from Queens Village, New York, in the United States, traveled to Jamaica in April 2026 to celebrate her birthday. On April 29, the day of her birthday, Samnath was taken to the Kono Regional Hospital by Watson, who allegedly fled the scene after leaving her there. Investigators say there were visible signs of violence on her body, and by the time medical personnel attended to her, she was pronounced dead. A post-mortem examination later determined that Samnath died from multiple blunt force injuries to the head. Investigators say the couple met in September 2024 and reportedly got married in December 2025. The relationship was described as troubled. Turning now to news overseas involving a Jamaican man who allegedly escaped custody twice in the Caribbean while wanted for murder in St. Lucia. 33-year-old Orville Andrew Purnell, otherwise called O'Neill Christopher Reed, has been sentenced to 33 months in a U.S. federal prison after pleading guilty to illegal firearm possession. Purnell, who's from St. Mary, has been wanted in St. Lucia since 2020 in connection with a murder case. U.S. authorities say Purnell first escaped custody in St. Lucia while awaiting trial after reportedly cutting the steel bars of his jail cell. He was later recaptured in Jamaica in July 2021, but investigators say he escaped again while being held at the Kingston Central Police lockup pending extradition proceedings. Purnell reportedly walked out of the police lockup, triggering disciplinary action against the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. U.S. authorities say Purnell later illegally entered the United States through the California border in December 2022 using the false identity O'Neill Christopher Reed. Authorities add that he resurfaced in Georgia in July 2023 after deputies attempted to stop him for allegedly riding a motorcycle at 115 miles per hour. Purnell allegedly tried to flee before officers cornered him in traffic. Investigators later discovered the motorcycle was stolen and reportedly found a stolen firearm in his jacket pocket. The authorities say additional stolen weapons, including an assault rifle with a high-capacity magazine, were later found at his home. After serving his 33-month sentence, Purnell is expected to face extradition proceedings to St. Lucia, where murder charges are still pending. And finally tonight, there's good news. From childhood friends to pilot and co-pilot, two Jamaican friends who grew up dreaming big are now celebrating a special milestone together in the cockpit.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain speaking, Captain Anderson. Welcome to Flight 1246 service to Toronto. Beside me, this is my co-captain, Andre Turner. The reason that this is actually going to be a very special flight for us today, I say co-captain because he is just as experienced as I am, and I know this because I've known him since I was 11 years old. We grew up on the tiny island of Kingston, Jamaica together, went to high school together, and then we came to the US to start college together. For 2 years I studied medicine, he studied accounting, and then we both decided this is not for us. And we decided we're going to fly and become pilots together. We studied in Melbourne, Florida. We moved up there together, and as soon as we got there, like 5 days later, I got a job at Circuit City selling TVs. When I finished the interview, I'm like, yeah, you need somebody else. Finished the interview, got him a job, and then when we got to our first airlines, Kogan Airlines, I was there, and then he came right after. After that, we separated. I went to Copa Airlines, he went down to Virgin and Alaska, but the dream had always been American Airlines as we came to the US. And we dreamed big. I was able to get here, and finally, after a few years, Andre is here also. So I want to say to Andre, thank you for helping me to figure out this is what I want to do. You've been a motivation to me in my entire career. Thank us for thinking big and dreaming big, and I think we can officially say we've made it. Love you.
Their inspiring journey is a reminder that true friendship, determination, and hard work can help take dreams to new heights. And that's the news on Jamaica News Page tonight. News that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're powered by viewers just like you. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining us, Anika239. And also thank you for watching Jamaica News Page tonight. We'll see you in the comments. And be sure to like, share, and join us again for more news. From all of us here, good night.